All right, what's going on, guys? For the returners, welcome back to the channel. This is the Pesky Poll podcast. For the new guys, if you don't know, this is just two idiots here. We just sit here and talk about baseball. It's my good friend Ari. Ari, how you doing today?
Doing all right.
Not too bad. All right, Ari, what is our first topic to get into without further ado?
Uh, let's talk about the coronavirus and how it affects MLB. This is big. Like I knew it was like big on a global scale, but this is like, yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Once it starts affecting like the athletic culture of not only the MLB, but FIFA, MLB, NHL, and NBA all came out with a joint update saying that media will no longer be allowed in the locker rooms just in case, just to stop the spread of this. And what are your thoughts on that? The media not being allowed in locker rooms at all?
I mean, I think you got to take precaution when it's needed, and since they haven't found a vaccine for this, you better take it with as much severity as you can. I wasn't surprised, honestly.
Yeah, me too. And honestly, the fast rate this was growing at,
Oh yeah,
you could see that it can happen to almost anyone. You have to be insanely cautious. The only thing is you're not going to get that like one good interview, if you know what I mean. You know, that person just made a terrible play in the field and you're not going to get the instant reaction. You're going to have to wait till the person cools down a little bit. So you're not going to get like that one interview, but it's well worth it to make sure that the health and safety of the players
yeah,
is first
and for
and
just
foremost.
the people in general, you know. Yeah, and then like the Red Sox investigation is being like halted because of the coronavirus, and I think that's just a bunch of bunk. They just haven't come out with anything yet at this
I
point.
think I think it's a little bit both, because evidence proving to that is that they still haven't found anything, and they've been pushing back this deadline farther and farther and farther. We just talked about this in the last episode, right?
Yeah.
It's just been being pushed back and back and back. It doesn't seem like there's any sort of end to it, and they're just trying to keep going, even though it's half leaving no stone unturned, half we just want to catch them. But where was I going with that? I don't remember. But the other half,
No,
the
no,
other
I
half
know what you
of
mean
it
though.
is, yeah, the other half of it is still trying to, you can't focus your attention in a bunch of different areas at the same time. So I believe that they're actually taking some time and attention to focus on this and making sure all the players are safe and healthy, and then they're going to get back to it, you know?
Yeah, but also at the same time, like if it's taking you this long and you haven't found anything, I would just, and if I get that, I understand like they have a lot to, like they made the decision to halt and to prohibit people from going into the clubhouse, and I get that. But like when you bring it into like, oh well, we can't have this investigation come out. It's not like you're gonna have to like make this speech to thousands of people right away. Like you could make a written statement, and then later when everything cools down, you can be like, oh hey, let's talk about this, for real.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't.
Like we're kind of saying the same thing. We just think it's more of a
It's
cover up,
yeah.
or of an excuse. Like
Yeah.
you know how when you were in high school and you had that one homework assignment that you didn't get done, so you made up the most BS excuse to get it done, to tell your teacher so you
Yeah.
get the grade off. Like it's one of those things. But real life,
It's yeah. It's awful. I just don't understand it.
mhm. Especially with people being
Yeah.
paid millions of dollars, you expect them to be on top of their game and really want to earn their money. But
Honestly, yeah, I'm done. I mean, I'm so done talking about the Astros. I'm so done talking about the investigations in general. Like people are going up to me and asking me, like my family and friends are like, "Yo, what do you think about the Red Sox investigation? What do you think about the Astros?" And I'm just like, I'm done. I got nothing else to say. Got nothing.
yeah, me too.
Um,
There's not much talk about it. It's been the one thing that's been driving this offseason, besides some of the really great signings that have happened, and those have kind of been put on the back burner, and people aren't talking about that as much because of these Astros speculations just taking over. You know?
Yeah, and I almost feel bad for the Astros. Like, they're gonna have this cloud over them for the entire year. That I can't imagine what that would be like. You know, if the Red Sox.
2 words. Well deserved.
Yeah, but also you're going. I mean, I think yes, they cheated big time, and like I think the punishment is perfectly acceptable. Like you even have A-Rod coming out and being like, "Yeah, they deserve what they got." Coming from someone who cheated, and I don't remember what his statement is exactly, but he basically said like, "I've done some bad stuff in my life, and I think this is exactly what they deserve." But yeah, also like if you gotta put yourself in the shoes of like the Red Sox though. Like if we're found accused and we are given the exact same punishment, I highly doubt we will. But if that was the case, I would be like, it would be hard to go through the season without it being a distraction. But
no, it's definitely going to be a distraction. And is it going to cost them a game or two? Yes. But
or hit batters. Big time.
It's going to be insanely hilarious to watch all the different people and stuff in the crowd. Like the Yankees were going against the Astros in a spring training game. And I can't remember who it was, but somebody got struck out on a pitch. And the Yankees was roaring. Because they couldn't tell what the pitch was. And then there was this other kid who had a sign out in center field that just said fastball on it.
I didn't see that. That's hilarious. Oh my word.
It's so funny.
Oh my word.
We've said for the last 2 weeks now we wouldn't talk about the Astros, and it's come up for the past 3 weeks now, Ari.
No, but like, the fact that he's just like fastball. Oh man. Let's move on. We got Red Sox. Some Red Sox players got into the top 100. I didn't see this, so you gotta give me information on this. I have no clue.
So I just saw this afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
It was 4 Red Sox players, which is on average because 100 spots, 32 teams, each 30 or 32. I always forget.
32. Pretty sure.
I'm a big basketball and football fan too, so I can't remember. But 32 teams, you got about 3 to 4 spots per team. So they're right around league average.
Yeah.
With guys in the top 100. And I don't remember the exact numbers off my head. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe Chris Sale got 47th. And that was mainly due to him dropping down because of his injuries last year.
Yeah. And this year too, probably.
Mm-hmm. And then it was JD Martinez at 36?
31.
31.
Looking at the list here. Yeah.
31 for JD Martinez. Xander Bogaerts, which I'm surprised, got 28th. And Devers got 27, which the reason I say I'm surprised on that is because if you ask me personally, I would say Devers is a better player right now. Xander has a bigger upside because he's younger.
Xander's not younger than Devers. Is he?
No, Devers is younger than Xander.
Oh yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah, but in my opinion, Xander is a better player right now.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, both of them are still great players and definitely top 30 guys in the league.
Yeah.
And we're lucky to have 2 of them. But I would say
Xander's defense is just phenomenal. And not to throw trash at Devers. I mean, he really stepped it up from 2018 to 2019.
Yeah.
And looked a lot better. But Devers is, I think we can all say that he's a better defender.
Just to have that side of the field
be
Devers, Bogaerts, and Benintendi covering that right side of the field.
Mm-hmm.
Now JBJ in there too if you want to. Offensively,
yeah. Yeah, and I got a couple things, not pertaining to the top 100, but I saw an article on MLB. Let me just quick pull it up. That really caught my eye, and didn't really realize this. The article was called "How Vasquez Became Red Sox #1 Catcher," and it was kind of funny. I was like realizing, looking back, like, oh my gosh, he's been. I guess I didn't realize how long he's been with the Red Sox. You know what I mean?
5 years now, somewhere around there.
At least. I mean, let me look at his player card.
Wait, are we talking about him only in the majors of the Red Sox or in the minor league system?
I'm gonna go with. I mean, I'm seeing since 2014, and that's majors.
2014.
And I don't know if that's a full season. No, he only played 55 games in 2014. But also, like, they don't play all of 162 games. Catchers don't. But that just surprised me. I was like, wow.
I mean, this guy has really been more of a glue guy than anything.
But he's really stepped it up. Like, even, like, okay, yes, he can command a pitching staff. That's great. You need that in the catcher. You need that in the #1 catcher. His defense is flawless, pretty much. And, like, he's picking up with the bat. Like, you look at his home runs. He hit at least 20 home runs, I think, last year. Yeah, looking back, 23 home runs, 72 RBIs, 798 OBP. I mean, and like, that's not bad for a catcher.
Not bad at all.
Exactly. And the go ahead. What were you gonna say?
And the one thing that I do want to say is, I mean, you and I look up player stats a lot, just because that's how you judge somebody. There's a lot of things that players do that don't show up in the numbers, like him being a glue guy and a lot of pitchers wanting him to be their catcher when they have to take them out. But the one thing about the numbers is the numbers never lie.
Yeah. You know? And then even like how you said, being a glue guy, there was a statement that I saw that said that there was going to be no personalized catcher-pitcher combinations, where like we had in 2013, it was like always Lester and David Ross. Like, that's completely gone away with. They basically said, if you're going to want to pitch with this pitching staff, you're going to work with Vasquez. And like, why wouldn't you? You know?
I'm indifferent about that.
I think it's what I personally. You should do whatever makes the pitcher feel comfortable.
Yep.
But also at the same time, if you have like 4 of those pitchers wanting to work more than with one catcher, you gotta feel it out, I think.
Yep. And for those of you who don't know that are watching, Ari and I are dancers. Yeah. We've been with the same ballet company. I left the company a couple of years ago, but Ari and I have been dancing together for years and years and years. The one thing that works with the ballet company and same with the baseball team is chemistry. You need to have that chemistry with the guys around you. And that is so underrated, the chemistry between a catcher and a pitcher.
For sure. Just like how, definitely. No, you nailed it on the head. I just thought that was interesting. I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize that. Also, like, I just think it's interesting that, you know, I'll be interested to see who gets the second catching job. But I think it's leading more towards Plawecki, just because he can hit more than Lucroy. Lucroy's pop has kind of fallen out of his bat.
Yeah, he'll probably just stay in AAA. Yeah.
I don't know if he has a AAA contract, though. No, I think he must. He probably has a major league contract.
Probably has major league, but has 3 different times where he can be sent down to the minors.
The options,
Yep. But going on to the next subject, I just want to take a quick track here. Question for you, Ari. All right, who's up behind you?
Oh, this is my cat Mookie. Everybody.
And why
Once
did
we
you?
realized
Yeah,
Mookie Betts was traded from the Red Sox, my parents and I seriously thought of changing his name.
what you should-
But just look at that guy. Look at this guy. He can't. He's out. He can't move. I was like walked into my room. I was like, well, maybe I'll try to see if I can get out of the room. But I was like, he's fine.
Yeah, you have fun trying to get that cat to move.
No, I tried moving him, and he's like, don't even think about it.
So, all right, I just want.
All right.
All right, let's get back to it. What's next?
Yeah, I'm seeing opening day lineup.
Opening day lineup. So I saw a article saying that the Red Sox faced the Blue Jays in a spring training game, and it might be the lineup will possibly be very similar to what they ran out on against the Blue Jays. And you have that lineup, right?
Yeah, I have that lineup. It went Benintendi. I lost it. And we're back. Benintendi batting leadoff. Devers batting second. JD batting third. Bogarts fourth. Moreland fifth. Pilar sixth. Vasquez seventh. JBJ eighth. Ninth. Araz.
And I did see in the article that there is a possibility that Chavis can either come in for Moreland or for Araz, most likely Araz, but could be possibly in for either one of those two.
Yeah. And I think that's interesting because the talk when we signed Peraza was he was going to be the starter. And we're not seeing that. So I think that's interesting. I think that Araz is definitely making his case for being a starter. I mean, he obviously is on the team.
He's had a
opening day.
He has to be on the Major League team because he was in the 05 draft.
I don't know what his fielding percentage is or what his stats are for that, but I was listening to the game last night against the Braves, I think, and Peraza turned an unassisted double play. And I was like, okay. So we might see him being more of a defensive substitute. I think those guys are going to flip-flop a lot. Mm-hmm. I think Chavis is definitely going to be a tag teaming with Moreland. I just love Chavis in the lineup. He is amazing. And I think any way you can get that guy on the team, you need to put him in the lineup.
Yep. Remember when Chavis came in last year? And he just immediately soared after being put in the starting lineup.
Oh yeah, and the fact that you're gonna put,
crazy.
I love Moreland. I think Moreland's he's a Gold Glove first baseman. I think you need that. But I don't know. There's just something about Chavis that I love.
He's got potential.
He's got potential, and he can play. He's pretty versatile. He can play third, first, second. There's talk about him trying left field, but I mean, Benintendi's going to stay. I don't think that's going to happen unless there's a major injury or something.
Yeah. The one thing, I will say this, and then I can ask you two questions.
Yeah, go ahead. Shoot for it.
So, first thing is, I can't remember the name of the interim manager right now.
Ron Rinicky.
Ron Rinicky. I can never remember.
It's okay. He's only going to be the intern.
He has to pull, for as long as he has that job, he needs to pull a Kevin Cash. Right? He needs to be extremely crafty and extremely creative with how he runs his rotations, who he puts where, what substitutes he makes, who pinch runs for who, when his pitchers come in and out. He has to be insanely creative. Kevin Cash was out there last year for Tampa Bay, playing the rules as if he were Bill Belichick. Standing up, reading the rule book and knowing exactly what he can do for his pitchers.
Yeah.
Double switches galore.
And I think that's going to happen. I think that's going to happen on both sides of the ball. Defensively, like I said, it probably would be very unlikely, but you're going to see, I hope this would never happen, but if one of the outfielders got hurt and we still don't have Verdugo. You might see Chavis or Moreland even. I know Moreland's had a couple starts in left, but I don't trust him. But yeah, so that's interesting. And you're totally right. He has to definitely be crafty with this with this team. And you're gonna even see that with like the opener until we get Sale back.
Okay. So my 2 questions, and then we do have to end a little early because I gotta run.
Yeah.
For last thoughts afterwards. But first question: Andrew Benintendi leading off. Thoughts? Yeah. Yes, no, maybe so.
Yes, I think
like it.
I love it. I think that I love Benny. I love Benny, and I always will. He's been working on his swing, and you can tell, like even in spring training games, and his body physique even looks different. Like if you look at him from 2019 till now, he put on a lot of weight, a lot of muscle, on the 2019 off season, or no, 2018 off season into 2019, and wanted to be a more of a power hitter, and that really slowed him down. So I definitely think he's slimmed down. His bat speed, I think, is faster. I think that's definitely going to be more helpful. I think that he's going to be good. He's a great contact hitter. He can hit the ball for power. My issue is he's going to get in slumps like everybody else. But it almost seems like for him, his slumps are more.
Yeah.
But I could be wrong. We don't know.
Longer. The one thing I would say is I do like it kind of, but you can never overappreciate speed.
Yeah.
All right. Speed and hustle are what gets the job done when you're playing small ball.
Yeah. And Benny has some of that, but he doesn't have as much as some of these other players like Araz and
One of the players I would say that's got the speed for it is JBJ, but JBJ is an under 200 hitter. So I'm saying if you're gonna your leadoff guy needs to have speed and good contact.
Yep.
And can just
like
get the ball. And I love Jacoby before he signed with the Yankees. I love Jacoby, but
I have my opinions on Jacoby, but whatever.
later episode.
Yeah.
But what was this? Yeah, I say if you're gonna run Benintendi at the 1, then JBJ has to be your 9 guy. So that you get your speed, and you can still start the game off with Benintendi.
And I almost we're gonna see how Araz plays, but I mean he's on the 9th, in the 9th hole currently, but I've read he's pretty fast. I could be wrong. That you might see him be leadoff. Depending on if you're facing lefties, and I mean I don't know. No, wait, he's a switch hitter. So, and that's another great thing you could have for a leadoff hitter is if he's a switch hitter too.
Yep.
All
right. Second question.
Yeah. Then I have one question for you, and then we'll be done. Or 2.
All right.
No, one more.
All right. So, remember back, I can't remember what year it was. Chicago Cubs decided, hey, we're going to just throw our big bats up first. The higher they are in the lineup, the more bats they get. Remember, they had Anthony Rizzo starting a couple games.
Was that 2017? I feel like that was 2017.
They had Anthony Rizzo as a leadoff hitter. What would you possibly feel about your top 3 being Xander, Dever, JDs?
Okay. I am more partial to the more old school lineup where you have your contact hitters 1 and 2, and then your power hitters 3, 4, 5, and then basically anybody who also can't hit way over. That doesn't need to change. I think I could definitely see Bogarts being. I could definitely see that happening. I'm not opposed to it. It's not my choice. But
the thing that I would say is, if I do like it, but if that's the case, JBJ's your 8, Benintendi's your 9. So it's basically
that's not the end of the world.
You get those dudes there first starting, and then once you hit inning number 3, it's like you're starting from the leadoff spot with JBJ.
True. Yeah.
Benintendi, Devers, Sanders, JD.
And now that you say that, that will take off a lot of pressure from those guys who would be normally known as leadoff, get on base. These other guys, my 3, 4, 5 could be the guys who could really give a good punch in the stomach to the pitcher, and then from there, yeah, I mean, I'm not opposed to it.
Don't let the opposing pitcher get settled in. Just say, look, I'm gonna hit you with my big guns right away.
Yeah.
You know? It's kind of like the four-move checkmate in chess. Like, you don't even let your opponent get comfortable. You just go straight for the throat.
Just go for it. Go for the throat.
All right. Your question will be done.
One quick question. What do you think of the Colin McHugh signing? Did you know that? Red Sox added righty Colin McHugh to a 1-year, $600,000 contract. And bonuses for innings pitched that can bring his total up to $4.25 million.
Mm-hmm. Didn't you post about that on the Instagram?
I don't know if I did. Maybe I did.
You posted with somebody on the Instagram.
I can't remember. I haven't been on the Instagram in a while. I need to fix that tonight. But that's interesting to me. And the thing that's interesting is the interview with Renicky. Basically, he said, yeah, he could be a starter, he could be a reliever. He's cool with whatever. And so there's that. He's hurt. He's hurt. And he's going to start the season probably on the DL for a little bit. Or no, he probably extended spring training. Mm-hmm. He had something wrong with his right elbow. Whatever. But we optioned Velasquez for that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I kind of liked Velasquez, but... You know, I would much rather have you opt. Yeah.
Get a fresh face and do something new. Try something else. Didn't work last year.
Get rid of Ryan Brazier and keep Velasquez. No. Yeah. Do you want to talk about the Verdugo two-way player quickly? Since we
there's not really much to talk about. He just said he wouldn't mind being a two-way guy. He wouldn't mind spending some time in Portland and Pawtucket, which I don't really care about because I do like Pilar. No.
Verdugo should never be a two-way player. Just because Shohei Ohtani can do it? I mean... no, I don't think so. But also...
All right. You're taking the definition of two-way player the wrong way.
What do you mean two-way player? Oh, two-way. Oh, that way. Okay, I thought you meant like a person who could pitch too, like a Shohei Ohtani. I was like, there is no way I am putting.
I was gonna let you ramble and just delete it out, but I just.
Okay, we'll leave it at that. One exciting thing, actually, Jarren Duran's gonna be in Portland, so I'm gonna go see some Dogs games, and hopefully try to get an autograph from that guy.
Yep. Please get back to me on what you see from him. Hopefully he plays the day you go. I'm going to go see some Spinners and some Red Sox games when I can. Because right now,
go see a Red Sox Yankees game. Yes. I've never done it, and I want to.
You got to get down here.
Yeah,
simple.
I'm willing.
You get down here. All right. But yeah, that's it for us. Shorter episode today because we're still in the middle of the off season. Nothing much to talk about. We might not have an episode next week, or it might just be me solo.
Probably will be you solo because I got rehearsals and performances and
all that good stuff. All right, you guys know. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. We appreciate each and every one of you guys that shows up because we just started. You made it this far. Appreciate you. That being said, Ari, you got any signing off words?
Not really. I'm going to go to bed. I'm tired.
Me too. All right. Peace.
See ya.